What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from Geekster Labs, and today I'm showing you a product that was sent to me free for review from FitcamX, and this is their integrated dash camera. So unlike other dash cameras that usually have to use a long power cable that you kind of snake and tuck away and hide in your vehicle, then you have to plug into your cigarette lighter, these cameras work with the components in your vehicle that already have power. So for example, this one I'm going to be showing you today actually utilizes the power cable that goes into my rear view mirror, because it's a powered mirror, has a digital compass. It utilizes that power cable, so that's what's powering this 4K dash camera, and it mounts straight behind the mirror and you barely even notice it's there. It looks like it's factory, like it came that way brand new. But I'm going to show you guys what comes included in the box. I'll show you how easy it is to install this in your vehicle, and then we'll go over a tour of the app. And it's a very simple interface and very basic app to use, very simple and easy to use. And I'll show you guys example footage, 4K footage that this camera has been recording while in our vehicle while we've been testing it out. So without further ado, let's get to the review. Alright, so let's check out what comes inside the FitcamX dash cam box. So here we have the dash cam and we have the accessories. So let's pop out the accessories first, and then we'll get to the dash cam in just a second. Also inside the box we do have a user's manual which shows you instructions on how to set it up in your vehicle. And then a support card as well. So as far as accessories go, this one's pretty simple. And so included with this is the wiring harness, as we have it right here. So this is what the one to allow me to hook it up to the mirror on my vehicle. So we have this one right here, this piece. And we have a USB to USB Type-C adapter. And it looks like there's some slide slots here, so if we could use an SD card with that as well. So I think this is an SD card adapter. It looks like it is, a micro SD and a regular full-size SD. And then we have a pry tool, which I would need to use in order to kind of hide the wires and take off any panels or pieces to get to the section where I would install the camera. So these are the accessories that come inside the accessories box. And there we have the camera. So here's the 4K camera with the 3M tape on the back, so we could adhere this to the car. And then we have the power cable, and that is what's going to power this camera. So let's go ahead and do that now. Install it in the vehicle. The installation for this camera is super simple. For my particular setup, all I have to do is remove this one screw from the mounting bracket, take the backing plate from the camera, take off the 3M tape, backing tape, adhere that to the windshield, and I place the screw back into place. And after that, I need to unplug the power to my mirror and then use the wiring harness to reintroduce the power through the wiring harness. But now I have another end of that wiring harness which will provide the camera with power. So you just connect that to the back of the camera, and then you snap the camera back into the windshield. It just snaps right into place. And then behind the camera is like a little pocket where you can kind of tuck in the wire and push everything out of place. And that's it. That's basically, the setup is really good to go, and it takes about 15 minutes. It's a very simple setup. Now when it comes to the physical body of this camera, there's only a few buttons and a couple LED lights. So you have a power button, you have a photo button. This photo button is what you could press this to take a snapshot if you want to take a picture of whatever is in front of it. It does also have some LED lights, indicator lights, to let you know when we're synced up to it, when it's powered on, things like that. And the only other thing on the camera is the micro SD card slot. So this camera does include a 64GB micro SD card. And the way this camera works is like this. You can either set it up to record 1-minute clips or 3-minute clips. And the way it works is it continuously is recording clips. So all you have to do is turn on the car. Whenever the car is on, the camera is recording. And it is recording the entire time the car is on. And it's recording these 1-minute or 3-minute clips the entire time. Now, 64GB is quite a bit of space for these files, so it will take a bit of time for that to fill up. But once it does get full on the card, it will then begin replacing the older clips with newer clips. Now, the thing about this particular camera, and a good thing about it, is that it does feature a G sensor, which is for collisions. So it can detect when your car has been hit. And when that takes place, it will lock that footage, so it cannot accidentally be recorded over. And that gives you time to go through the app, download the footage, so that you have the video footage of a car accident. But it can detect a collision. And my particular camera does not offer this feature, but other cameras do, depending on your vehicle. But there's also cameras that can record while it's parked. So vehicles that do offer continuous power, those cameras can actually record even while it's parked, and it can detect a collision while it's just sitting there in the parking lot, and it will have that recorded footage that you can also, which it'll also lock, and then you can remove that and download that as well if that does take place. Now let's take a quick tour of the app. So after you've already connected with the camera, you'll click on the blue access button right there. And when you click on that, right now we're going to see a screen. That's a live feed coming from my camera right now in the vehicle. Obviously I'm parked in the garage, so that's all you're going to see in front of you. The two blue buttons right here the first top one is to pause recording. And then the button below that is the camera button to take the screenshots or photos, which is the same function as pressing the camera button on the physical camera itself, that physical button on the dash cam. So now let's go to the option on the bottom right, which is camera settings, just to show you what settings are available for you there. So here we can see there's the first option is sound recording. So if you want to record audio from the camera inside the car, you can turn this option on. You can hear what you can, that way when you look over the footage, if there was an accident that took place, you can hear what was happening inside the car as well. After that, we have video resolution. So we have two options for that, 3840 by 2160, which is basically 4K footage. And after that, we have the 2560 by 1440 resolution. And then below that, we have the loop recording options. Like I mentioned earlier, you have the option to record 1-minute clips or 3-minute clips. Now, I will let you know that 1-minute clips are about 160 megabytes, depending on if it's daytime, nighttime, whatever, but it's around that size. A 3-minute clip is going to be 3 times that size. So keep that in mind. If you're going to be downloading these to your phone, you don't want to have to deal with a lot of huge files. So for me, I'm just doing 1-minute clips, and it's recording them, every minute on the minute. So if you want to get, you could just get 3 1-minute clips, and it's the same thing as having 1 3-minute clip. So something to keep in mind as well. After that, we have the exposure compensation. So if you want to adjust the exposure of the camera, you can manually do that there. The timestamp option is what's going to put the date and the time. It's going to burn it into the footage, so that information will be in the footage, the camera footage, whenever you retrieve it and put it onto your device. After that, we have the driving collision sensing. So when the camera's in the working state, it will automatically lock current recording video when a collision is detected. So you can tap on that and change the sensitivity from least, medium, and most. Go back out from there, and like I mentioned before, the parking monitor collision, which I don't have available for my camera, but if you did have available, you can select this here and change the sensitivity of the parking monitoring collision also. And then below that, you just have some Wi-Fi information. You can change the password, your firmware, you can format the SD card, factory reset, all those types of things. Let's go back to the main page right here, and then we're going to check out some of the camera files. So this is actually going to show me all of the camera footage that is actually stored on the SD card on the camera itself. So these are all the video clips that are on the camera, and these are all 1-minute clips. And like I said, when you power on the car, turn the key, and you start driving, it's recording every single thing. Also on the top tab, you can click on snapshots. I have no snapshots stored in here, so that's nothing under that tab. I have the locked options right here. You can lock, it does lock them automatically when you have a collision, but if you can also lock them when you're driving in the car by pressing the button on the camera itself to lock those clips if you just see something that you want to make sure that it doesn't get recorded over, which I did a few times right here. And then the parking, like I don't have the parking recording on, so I don't have anything under parking. And so as you click on it, the options from here, you can see the footage as it's playing. You can click on the download button to download the footage to the phone, and it stays on the app inside the FitCam app. You can take a screenshot, or you can delete the clip. And those are 3 options from this menu right here of all the different footage. But let's go back out a little bit one more time to the main page. And so when you come here to the main page, you click on album in the middle right, in the bottom middle. So these are the clips that I have saved to my album. So these are ones I've already downloaded off the camera. These are on my phone in this app. So you can click on that, you can watch these, and so as you see, these, I'm watching the clips here, but these are a little more options in the bottom. So now I can share it from here. I can actually edit these clips and shorten them. I can add music to it at the bottom if I wanted to. You can also take a screenshot, just like before, take a picture of it. And if you click on save on the bottom here, which I'll click right now, now it'll actually save it to your camera roll as well. So it's storing one version of this in the FitCam app, and it's also saving another copy of it in your camera roll. So I'm not sure why you would want to do that, but it does make it an option there available to you if you want to store it in both places. And then the last button on the right is to delete that clip. So it's very simple, easy to use interface. There's not too much to it. You're only going to mess with this when you want to download footage from here and retrieve it. And once you retrieve it, you can delete it from here so it doesn't take up space on your phone. And for the most part, the footage is pretty good. I will say that it is 4K footage, and obviously daytime type of recordings are going to look much better because there's lots of light, so it's very easy to see the license plate numbers and things like that. At nighttime, it's a little bit difficult to spot those types of things because the headlights reflecting off of the license plates make it a little bit tougher if you're trying to catch a license plate of someone that may have hit you and maybe try to run off. But that's just going to be the way it is. It's just going to be harder to see stuff at nighttime. But for the most part, you can still see a lot of detail. You can still see a lot that's going on, and the footage just holds up pretty well. So that's just a quick tour of the app. So those are my thoughts on the FitcamX dash cam. I really recommend you guys checking these out if this is something that you're looking for, like an integrated, super easy to use, super easy to install type of dash cam that looks like it just came with the vehicle. So if you want to purchase one, I'll have a link in the description to make that really easy to find. If you have any questions, post them down in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. And if you want to check out some of my other videos, I got 2 clips over here that you can click on as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video review.